The Biden administration is preparing to send advanced long-range rocket systems to Ukraine. It's part of a larger security and assistance package that could be announced as soon as next week. Let's bring in Congressman Michael Waltz, a Republican from Florida. Good morning to you, Congressman. Do you think this will help Ukraine win the war? What does this do?
I do think it will help. The Ukrainians have been asking for it for months now. The Russians are essentially leveling cities with their long-range artillery. They're compensating for their lack of tactical prowess with this artillery pounding away. And what these missile systems will help the Ukrainians do is take out that artillery and protect their cities. Again, they've been asking for it for months. One can only imagine if they had been provided it before the invasion, or at least 3 months ago, what a better situation the Ukrainians would be in. So, once again, the Biden administration doing the right thing finally, better late than never.
How close do you think we are to some sort of negotiated peace? This is grinding on, and it's pretty brutal, to your point. I mean, at what point do you think that we could actually see some sort of peace talks to bring this to an end?
I think this is going to last some time. I mean, Putin, this is a must-win for his grip on power. I think he's going to gobble up as much as he can. If we keep providing the Ukrainians the assistance they need, they'll be able to stop him. But then Putin is going to want to go to the negotiating table and redraw the lines. What I fear is that if that happens 3 to 5 years from now, he'll lick his wounds and he'll be right back at it. Meanwhile, Zelensky is saying he doesn't see victory or success until Russia is completely driven from Ukrainian territories to pre-2014 borders. That means Ukraine's got to go on offense. And again, this war is going to grind on.
Yeah, that's not good news. Moscow, by the way, is now pressing the West to lift sanctions against Russia and even blames them for worsening the food crisis.
Well, Ukraine is responsible for the exports of something like 15 to 20% of global corn and wheat and sunflower oil. It is absolutely causing the beginnings of a famine around the region. This is why, aside from the atrocities, why we cannot have a global world order where neighbors can just invade neighbors. These secondary, tertiary ripple effects, whether it is food, fuel, we can go down the list, and the impact that has on the global economy and on everyone's quality of life. I think we haven't even seen the beginning of the impacts of this.
Very quickly, on the other side of the world, Congressman, the U.S. and Japan holding joint fighter jet exercises over the Sea of Japan. This comes just one day after China and Russia sent military jets near Japanese airspace. What's going on here? Are we inching closer to conflict with China?
Well, the Chinese Communist Party leader, Chairman Xi, is telling his country to prepare for war and openly talking about replacing the American dream with the China dream, replacing the United States with the Chinese as the global dominant superpower. I think Secretary of State Blinken's speech was basically a continuation of the Trump policy: invest in America, which sounds a lot like America first. Integrate with our allies like South Korea and Japan. But where he's falling short is investing in our military and protecting our technology and preventing the flow of billions of capital of our tax dollars and Wall Street into the Chinese defense industry. So I give that mixed reviews, but at least they continued the best parts of some of the Trump administration policy and taking China on and understanding the threat that they present to our way of life.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Congressman Michael Waltz, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, thank you.